What's the excitement level for you guys as you get ready to start conference play?
Super high. Definitely ready to go, man. I mean, growing up, this is my first SEC conference experience, so I'm really excited personally. And on a team level, we're just getting ready, and we're just doing the same thing we always have done, and just we're ready to sink to our preparation and go get after it like it's another team. But we're just ready to go. So.
Has anybody told you about the environment you're about to walk into in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, well, half my family actually went to LSU, and my uncle pitched there, so I'm very familiar with it. I've been there a lot growing up, so personally, I know a lot about it, but can't say I've ever played in front of it. So definitely going to be some unfamiliar territory there, but just ready to go. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Y'all had a big lead on Tuesday. What do you guys have to do this weekend to make sure you finish off games like?
Just play all nine. Just play all nine. We have a really good team. We don't question that for a second. We have a really good group of guys. Our pitching staff is really elite, and as an offense, when we click, we believe we're one of the best in the country. So we just got to stick to what we do, and we're going to break out, and we're going to have a lot of success, and we're going to win a lot of baseball games.
Kind of piggyback off John's question. Obviously, first SEC weekend of the year, but how to kick it off against one of the best teams in the country. What do you guys have seen from them in film, and maybe just paying attention to your opponents? What do you like about them and how they play football?
Yeah, they're a really good team, like you said, but I think everybody's a really good team in college baseball. I mean, anybody can beat anybody, and that's good for us, and that's also bad for us at the same time. But I mean, we're not really paying attention to any rankings. They can swing it, we can swing it. They can really pitch, we can really pitch. My pitching coach last year at Arizona State is their pitching coach this year, so there is some familiarity with that. But yeah, we're just going to play and do what we do, and no matter what the circumstances are, how many fans there are, or what kind of team they have, we're just going to bring our best, and yeah.
Jack, with this being your first SEC series, how much did the opportunity to play in this league really attract you to a place like Texas A&M?
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, my family is SEC based, and I spent the first year in the Pac-12, and when I got in the portal, obviously it was something that I'd always kind of dreamed of growing up, and this is these kind of weekends are reasons why you want to come play in the SEC. Obviously, really good baseball, but it's all the stuff that goes outside of it that's really fun too. So, yeah.
Anything you guys have to do well in particular to be able to have success this weekend?
Like I said earlier, just play all nine. I mean, everybody's seen it. When we have our good innings, they're as good as anybody in the country. So we can't. Whether we go up or go down, the focus has to be the same throughout all 9 innings. We got to know coming in that no matter what happens, good or bad, and there is going to be bad, there's going to be a lot of good at the same time. We just got to stay as even as possible and just do what we do and put pressure on pitchers by swinging the strikes, taking the balls, and pitchers got to throw strikes, which they will, and we're going to be just fine.
With it being the opening weekend for the conference and being one of the best teams in the country, do you guys feel a little bit of extra pressure that you guys have to send a statement or a message to the rest of the conference?
Not at all. I think we're just going to go out and, like I keep saying, I sound like a broken record, but we just got to do what we do. And, we all know how good of a team we have, whether that is indicative of our record or what we've done in the past few weeks. But I mean, we've had a whole fall in preseason to show what we can do to the coaching staff and to ourselves. I think if we just play for each other, we're going to be just fine. We have a really good culture here more than anything, and your culture is only as good as when things go wrong and when things go bad. And guys are sticking together. Guys are still pulling for one another, still playing for each other, and I don't think there is any bad morale in the locker room. Everybody's up, and we still got that same swagger we've always had.
Does the series have any more of a special meaning for you with the family ties to LSU?
Absolutely. My family will be there this weekend in Baton Rouge. My family lives in Covington, so they're going to make that quick trip down, and my dad is going to drive down from Little Rock to see the game, so I'll have all my family out there, so it's going to be pretty special. And that's comforting to know too, that regardless of whoever's watching or whatever happens, I have my family there to support me and go to after the game, and so yeah, it'll be a fun deal for sure.